Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, the wonderful people of the tube. Hope you're all everything grand. And welcome to the review that I finally got around to on the Marshall MG100 HDFX head. Which you can see, I kind of got a bit carried away with because I have 1, 2, 3 of them. But I absolutely love them. This is one I've had the longest time. I'm going to show you this one today. This is my all-time favourite amplifier next to the CR120. If I could gig with both of these running together, that'd be my dream setup. But yeah, probably just literally just a wah pedal, and I'd be a happy bunny because these two together sounds amazing. On their own, they sound amazing, but to combine, it's just like mega. But I do love them separate as well. So I'm going to show you this beast today. This is my number 1 amp for ages. So I've got, it's basically like a 4-channel amp, but you can only have 2 of those at one time. So you've got like a clean and a crunch over here, and then you've got an OD1 and an OD2 here. But you can only have like clean and OD1 or OD2, and then you can have crunch or OD, blah blah blah, you know what I mean. So, and also I'm going to show you the effects and the reverb, which is there. And also this magical switch at the end, the Fdd Switch, which stands for Frequency Dependent Damping. And I'm sure there'll be an article on Google on the Marshall website that explains that better than I ever could of what that actually does. But basically, in a nutshell, it tightens up the amp and makes it just react a bit more kind of a natural kind of thing. You know, it reacts to the way you play a bit more kind of natural when it's in. And I always have them on. I've never had it kind of out. It's always been on. So yeah. So I'm going to show you some clean tones. I'm going to show you. Well, I'm going to go through all the features first with my Strat, and then I'm going to do some kind of classic tones with my Pitty Green Lemon Drop vintage. So yeah, let's get to that now. Okay, so I've got my Strat plugged straight in, and this is the clean channel. Gain is on 10, bass is off because the clean channel is extremely low endy. Middle is on 3, treble is on 2. Got me Strat, let's go, neck pickup. Bridge pickup. It's just a really nice kind of clean sound, especially on that pickup. Really reminds me of the clean tone you can get out like clean tone. Sorry, you can get out of Marshall Plexi when you kind of run the volumes quite low. It's kind of very kind of clear, very clear kind of sound. Very a lot of definition in there. So that's really cool. I love that sound. So moving along, I'm going to knock all the EQ off now, because I'm going to go to the clean channels. Crunch mode it's called. So basically if you go to the crunch mode, it's nasty, so you don't really want to be using the EQ anyway. So I have that kind of flat. Well, technically you are using the EQ for you if the EQ's off. That's just weird. Anyway, this is the crunch thing. So let's gain up on full, knock it down to half. That's really cool. I'm finding different new tones all the time with this thing. So this is the crunch tone on the gain is on 1. That's really cool. It's like a Job Shanty kind of Mother's Milk era guitar tone, really distorted. That's awesome. So I've just found a new favourite tone. I'm gonna, after the video, I think I'll be playing on that probably all day. So I'm really happy with that. That's awesome. That is one of the features I wish the CL120 had. I wish it had a bit more gain on the clean channel, because I don't like perfectly clean kind of clean sounds, if that makes any sense. I like it with a bit of, you know, like that. You know, and something you can kind of clean up a little bit on the volume control, but something with a bit more kind of, you know, a bit more girth, if you will. But yeah, so that's the clean kind of channel, which is really nice. And as I say, if I click that, I put everything back to kind of where it was. Volume back down. It's very loud. It's a super loud amp. Really is loud. So yeah, that's clean channel. So let's move on to OD1 now, because this is a really nice kind of warm, overdriven kind of channel. This is so. So yeah, let me just change over to OD1 for you. Show you this. Okay, OD1. This is extremely warm sounding, this channel. This is a really nice kind of blues channel. If I had some reverb, put the reverb up to top 4, you get this. I could do well, more Hendrix, but I could also do this. It just nails that real cranked up Marshall plexi sound into, you know, with a Strat. It really does. Let's say when you plug humbuckers into this, you get kind of an AC/DC tone, which we'll get to in a bit. So that's really cool. Again, EQ on this is the typical Dave way to go. Gain is all the way up on 10. Got the bass at 5. Middle, treble, contour are all on 0. They're all basically, you know, off or on. It gets confusing, the whole thing of like, you know, is the circuit wide open on 10 or is it off with 0? I don't know with these amps. I would say it's kind of off. I don't know. Either way, I like it on 0. And the volume is all the way up on 10 on the OD channel. So I'm basically not using the middle, treble or contour at all. I'm just using the bass and the gain. And it just really... it's a great kind of sound. You know, really, it's an inspiring sound to play through. That's really loud. That's right in my ear. Just super cool. Absolutely super cool sound. I absolutely adore that sound. It really is gorgeous. I say with Les Paul, which I hear in a bit, it really gives you that classic rock sound. It just really does. I mean, it's classic as it is with a Strat, but you know, awesome. Okay, so let's move on to OD2 now, and show you a bit more kind of what I call the Richie Blackmore mode. And hopefully you'll see why in a sec. So let's go up now. Okay, so OD2. See, I moved then, it was weird. Prince of the Night! Anyway, this is OD2, same EQ, so basically no middle, no treble, no contour, bass on 5, gain all the way up, volume all the way up, gives you this. Full volume, 10. Gives you that real kind of, no, it just sounds like Richie Blackmore to me, it really does, really, you know, classic Strat into a high-powered plexi sound, basically. That's what I think, it kind of really does that. And if I use the onboard delay, it sounds to me like the beginning of Mistreated when Richie Blackmore played with Rainbow with Dio, and there's a version on YouTube. I forget where it's live, but he does this kind of sound. Yeah, I feel that's so close to that kind of real classic Richie Blackmore, Deep Purple, Rainbow, Marshall, cranked to the teeth with a single Strat kind of sound. It really gets really close to my ear anyway, which is being blown off at this point with my left ear, because I'm right next to this monster cab. Both have a 25 watt greenbacks. Yes, 25 watt greenback Celestians in this cabinet. It's a bit brighter. I got this cab a long time ago. I didn't use it for absolutely ages. It just sat here at home. I got it in real, you know, God, I don't remember how long ago I got it. But I never really kind of broke it in, so it's still fairly a bright sound. So, you know, and being next to it though is awesome. It's just awesome. Okay, anyway, moving on, back to the amplifier. So let's go back to clean. That's the delay, which is super cool. Let me show you the chorus and delay. So kind of, you normally kind of, the effects of the effects level, kind of anywhere from half to full is normally fine. If you have it on full, it kind of almost acts like a boost. So yeah, it's very, very mild kind of chorus and delay. If I turn it up all the way, does get Andy Summersy, and left the guitar up to do this one. Hey! Very Andy Summers sound that is. Oh, the strap's come off. Ah! but you know, you get the idea. And then you got chorus over here on its own, so we'll turn that back down to half. Stick it in that phase position too, you get this. I need a capo. Yeah, classic Bryan Adams kind of sound. It is a nice chorus though, it's very kind of it's very subtle but super nice. So that's the level on half, this is full. You kind of hear it does peak out the volume, well, it doesn't peak out the volume, but it makes it go louder. Then you've got the cool effect, flange. That's a really, really cool sound, that is. Awesome sound. Reverb is gorgeous. So this is reverb on a quarter. Reverb on half. And reverb on full whack gets you into the Jeff Buckley. And it takes ages to die away, and it's just really, really nice. Especially if you have the delay on that as well. It gets kind of crazy. Going mental now, but yeah. Like I said, I do feel this amp gets bad press for no real reason. It just takes a bit of time to kind of sit with and get used to. But I absolutely love it, I really do. So, anyway, now, that's kind of all the features. I'll do the Fdd right at the end, just to show you the difference between that and that. It's not a great deal of difference, but there is like, you know, a minute difference. Hopefully, you know, camera will pick it up. So, let me change now to humbuckers, and I'll show you some kind of classic sounds with some humbuckers. Basically, it's basically going to be like the OD1, the OD2 kind of sound, like, you know, basic kind of clean sound. So, let's do that now. Okay, so switched over to Les Paul. This is kind of a clean channel. I've had to do some bit of tweaking, because obviously different guitar, different humbuckers, different pickups. So I've got the gain now on the clean channel on 7, I've got the bass still off, but I've got the middle and treble both at 4, and again gives you this kind of... real nice classic kind of clean tone. I don't think I'll ever get bored of doing that on this guitar. You probably get bored of seeing me do it, but I love it, it sounds great. And kind of neck pickup, you're gonna... You kind of get the slash thing, and if you put chorus on... Just get a real nice classic kind of clean sound, really. It kind of... just really clear and clean, really, really nice kind of sound. I'm going to move over to OD1 now. I'm not going to show you crunch on this because it's a bit more gnarly. But I'm going to move over to OD1 now, so this is where, you know, the classic AC/DC lies. Roll back volume a bit. Not that much. classic rock. Really great sound. Channel Danny Kerwin there, not quite working, but you definitely get that kind of really aggressive vibrato. It's just really cool. It's a real classic sound, that is. It really is, sounds great. Okay, moving to OD2 now, which is you know, obviously more gain, a bit more kind of, you know, along the Slash kind of lines of Marshall kind of sound. So let's turn it over. Okay, so OD2, as you hear, started feedback straight away, but it does sound great. Can't play Rocket Queen. Oh well. Didn't really carry over myself. It's just a big, fat, heavy rock sound, and it just sounds amazing. What can I do? Oh, I need reverb on this one. I keep on going all day. It just sounds really cool. Really is. I mean, like I said, I do feel the MG gets a lot of bad press, and I don't really feel it's kind of called for, so to say, really, because it is a great amp. You know, it's not just a beginner amp. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a beginner amp. It's supremely loud. You can gig with it without being mic'd up, as I did for many years. I still do occasionally. Sometimes I get the urge to play that instead of the orange, but you know, sometimes I get the orange instead of the Marshall. I kind of alternate because I love both these amps exactly the same. But it's my all-time favourite amp, and I say if I had like unlimited funds, I would have just a room full of them, and I'd have a room full of CR120s as well, because I'm one of those people that when I find something that works for me, I don't really stray too far away from it. I kind of stick with it. You know, being a kind of simple human being, when I find something that works for me, I really like it. You know, it's not. I don't have to kind of mess around too much, really. And as I do with this simplicity of these amplifiers, it's, you know, it's plug in and play most of the time. I mean, at a gig, if I've got my pedal board, but if that ever died with either of these amps, I could literally just pull the lead out pedal board, go straight into my guitar, and continue the gig in a couple of seconds, and literally go for the whole rest of the gig without any pedals. I'm that comfortable with these amps, so yeah, that to me is kind of the ultimate, really, in amplifiers. So yeah, I mean, oh yeah, let me show you the Fdd switch quick. So this is the Fdd switch out. So this is clean sound. And then FDD in. It's not really a great deal of difference, to be fair. You can kind of hear it now. Let me get out of the way of the cab. So it's FDD off. FDD on. does make it a smidgen, a little bit more brighter and a bit tighter in its sound, but only a little bit. It does help, it's worth having it on. It does help when you do volume kind of things as well. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly have. I absolutely adore these amps, and I'm so happy I have 3 of them. I do absolutely love them to pieces. I do think they're superior to the newer MG as well. The newer MGs are really nice as well, and I love the features on the new MG, but I don't think they're not as kind of classic sounding, a bit more modern sounding. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video on the MG 100 HDFX head. Absolutely amazing amp. You really should go out and try them. I say just don't touch the EQ on the overdrive channel, well, mid, bass and contour, and you'll get some real classic tones. So yeah, awesome. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again for another video. Goodbye now. Wait, I forgot to mention. Guitar collection video is coming soon. I'm just missing a guitar at this point in time, so I didn't want to do it straight off the bat, so I thought this would tie you over the MG video. But I say guitar collection video is coming very soon, so I will see you for that, probably hopefully next, so fingers crossed. So, see you again, goodbye now.